Wanting it is simply not enough. It will only happen if you're willing to take action to make it happen. For someone to have a problem, there is either something present that they don't want or something missing that they do want. This can expand out to four very basic structures, one of which, or maybe several, will be at the core and fundamental to creating and maintaining the problem. There can be things that you really want to feel, like loved, accepted, valued, confident, yet you claim that you don't, whilst explaining that you can't. There can be things that you desperately wish you didn't feel, like lost, alone, depressed, trapped, rejected, unfulfilled, as you perhaps then spend energy arguing in great detail exactly why you can't escape it. There may be things that you really want to do, like lose weight, change a job, leave a dysfunctional relationship that's not working. Yet you can actively invest in all sorts of reasons that will mean that you can't. There may also be things that you need to stop doing, like drinking too much, gambling, taking drugs, arguing with your partner. Yet another day simply rolls by, possibly with lots of complaining, but the behavior stays the same. When we start to get an undeniable awareness that there is something in our life that is simply not working, to honor the feedback, we'll want to do something about it. We can choose to ignore it again and again, and it may disappear for a little while. But if it's really important, you will know. Your unconscious will keep bringing it back into your awareness. And the time between cycles will probably shorten, whilst the length and emotional intensity of it will more than likely increase. First comes the awareness, then there should be acknowledgement, followed by an appropriate amount of quiet introspection as to what it really means. By the way, you'll need to change your state for the process of understanding to be effective. There's no point trying to think about it while stimulated into a negative state. So from a neutral, balanced state, you'd want to develop options, pick the one that you logically think will create the quickest and most effective incremental win, then take action. Now, a quick side note, you must also pay very close attention to the motivation that exists within you for the action and the ultimate outcome. Things are manifested into reality because of focus and energy. If there's not compelling enough motivation, i.e. energy, then you may not actually take any action. A couple of other things to be aware of. You can't simply stop doing something unless you have clearly defined what you're going to be doing instead. The universe hates a void and will fill it for you. If you are stopping something or getting rid of something, best you've made a plan and consciously decided and defined what you're going to be replacing it with. Let's not leave it up to the universe to decide for you. And as a second point, it's very difficult to start doing something if there is a skill set deficit. You may have to acknowledge there's a lack of knowledge around the how. You may need to learn some new skills first before you start seeing any real major change. Now, if after all of this you're still not taking any action, then you may have to simply revisit the problem and acknowledge it's not really as bad as you've made out it was, because you've done a very good job of proving that you're unwilling to spend any time or energy investing in a change. Now, all of this will probably need some help, especially if you or another person has managed to do this for a very long time. Things can become habitualized really quite easily, and it becomes hard to work out what's the core fundamental structure of the problem and what's just pure habit. A person may also have invested so much energy into the problem that it's become an accepted self-identifying feature, very much a part of their personality and who they believe themselves to be. To break a negative pattern like this quickly and effectively may require seeking out a linguistically trained, would be my advice, NLP coach or other competent counselor and therapist. Now, you can also educate yourself, and you can educate yourself in such a way as to have a better, more accurate measure of reality. I personally believe mastering language puts you more in command of the perceived reality that is being or can be experienced for what your life's made up of. To find out more, go to advancedlinguisticinfluencing.co.uk. And if you're finding this content helpful and valuable, please like and subscribe, as I am going to be releasing some powerful NLP language training modules on this channel very soon. Let's learn and evolve and create positive change together.